Arresting of Sowore actually indicates personal vendetta. Maybe Sowore was having with the police. Because if you look at the way they have handled him, it was an outside matter from the real matter. If it was from the authority, a warrant should have been at least shown to Sowore for him to see reasons why he should be arrested. But this one, police was hiding something. When they flashed the paper, they would have allowed Sowore to read the order, where the order is coming, whether from area commander or police commissioner or even from the presidency. But they actually deviated from, showing him the court injunction or court warrant to bring him on, rearresting him or take him back to Kuje. So you find out that there is a personal issue the police is nursing against Sowore. It is no longer story to me now because I watched it and I listened to the lawyer that relived his own, view of the story. Actually understand that Sowore has been indeed rearrested. After releasing Ejimako, Namdi, Kanu, and 13 others that were arrested, we expected Sowore to go home. The police now, under, let me say, payroll of the Department of the Executive, because I'm telling you that Tìnubu hand is in it. The presidents, they have hand in it. The rest of the political juggernaut under APC, they all have hand in what we see Sowore is going through now. They came back and accused him of what he has not done. That they are going to show him, especially the one with brown or white kaftan, as the lawyer stated here clearly on the video. So let me tell you, we're now thinking and waiting. Let it be that they no go kill Sowore. That is the issue, because in Nigeria anything is possible. Yes. Yes, one of the lawyers was used to break the table of the food vendor. The woman selling food, at the court. They broke the table, they broke the seat, they threw away the food cooler, the rice that was in cooler, and all the stew were spilled on the ground. They could not even look at that woman. We are talking about these people injuring Nigerian economy. We are talking about these people denying us of good governance. Yet, they don't care. They are causing more harms. Look at that woman now, the food vendor. Are they going to pay him? Police Commissioner Agbetoku, is Agbetoku going to pay that woman? They are causing us more harm. These are insensitive political set of people. This federal administration I've been telling people is full of insensitivity, denial of the obvious, and they don't care to know how we feel. Tìnubu administration has actually succeeded on destroying Nigerians, giving us all manners of, let me say, denials. Denials of social amenities, denial of economic reality or capability, at least for Nigerians to be living, with among other third world countries. The way we are living here, we are living like slaves. Tìnubu has succeeded on rubbishing the economy of the country, and this time around, it is too obvious that we are not taking it easy. Sowore being rearrested is against the law. The people that bundle him away again are not from the authority. Police just conspired against themselves, choose some men, more than 100, went to court outside Kuje prison and rough-handled Sowore. Sowore is now very helpless, not armed, having no bodyguard. They just beat him, tearing the other lawyers, let me say, mandible with either their rings or chain or bottle, because the guy's kaftan was full of was full of blood. His blood in the neck. See, let me tell you, Nigeria has actually indicated that they are very, very shameless set of people. Nigerians can never vote and fight for themselves. Nigerians are helpless people. They pretend to be the best in the world, yet they are all cowards. This kind of thing can be happening in a modern society. There are many countries in Africa you can't have this bullshit. Look at ordinary Senegal. You can't do it in Senegal here. Senegal is one of the Sahel countries. You can't try this bullshit in Southern Africa. You can't do it in Southern Africa. You can do it in Northern Africa. Nigeria is claiming to be giant of Africa, yet they are all crawling like pygmies of Congo. That's dwarfs. I don't know what I understand. The right thing we should do right now is to convene again and make sure that we know Sowore's whereabouts. We actually mark the police. The police are the responsible of the latest ordeal of Omoyele Sowore. No other person is, because they all come as Nigerian police force. And we actually discovered that the rest of the police personnel on the premises of Kuje prison join hands today, synergize with the 3 brown white men, in kaftan, and rough handle Sowore Omoyele away. So the police is the men subject matter of this rearresting, because we know actually that the court will have no impetus to order for Omoyele Sowore's rearrest, or Department of Executive, I mean the presidency. If actually they are from the presidency, they should have tendered the documents. Yes, arrest, warrant arrest. You should allow the victim, the accused, access to read, isn't it? But why hiding it from the accused? It means something is fishy. It means the order to arrest Sowore is not from the authority. So what we Nigerians should be doing now, I mean, all Nigerian human rights activists, they should reconvene again for another, I think, more stringent, protest. That is the way I see it.
Okay, but today in the court, we saw Namdi Kanu said, telling the court that he's ready to defend himself. He still maintains that he's ready to defend himself. And we saw that Omotosho has adjourned the case come 27th of October. He said they'll be coming again or continue this court case. But do you think that a lot of people are saying, why is Namdi Kanu sacking his lawyer? Do you think he's capable of defending himself?
I think Kanu can defend himself more than the lawyers. His lawyers are too cool, very cold to handle. They are not hot to hold. Could be that they are both. Let me tell you, I think Kanu would have been out since. But seeing the inability of the lawyers to fight for him, I think he ordered them to step aside. Kanu can defend himself. We've never seen such a person before in Nigeria. This guy, if well attended to or handled in the court, I believe could outsmart James Omotosho, outsmart the entire legal defense of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Kanu himself, you see, is a good lawyer. That's why he always controls his legal team. And he is now in charge of his case, and he can defend himself. He is preparing witnesses to come forward along. I hope you are not new that Sowore is going, Wike is going. Are you new to that? Listen and listen good. Okay, Azu is going to defend himself. Hope Uzodimba or Zodimba is going there. Then you have Omai is going there. T.Y. Danjuma and Brutai. All these are the people that actually involve themselves on renditioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Nairobi, Kenya. So all of them should come to the court to actually tell the whole world, when has it begun to be legal to go to another country and bundle a Nigerian, a man that has his right to exist in any other part of the world where he is deemed fit, having committed no crime in Kenya, having committed no crime anywhere in the world, you can coexist in any country. That is called naturalization. And your passport and your international documents could speak for you anywhere, anytime. And Kanu was illegally renditioned from Nairobi, Kenya. And the people that orchestrated or instigated his kidnap and abduction in Kenya are now serving as witnesses when next court sitting comes. Actually, we understood that James Omotosho has adjourned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case until 27. Today is 24th. That's 3 more days' time. We are going to see another dramatic appearance in Nigerian courts. Nigeria is a place where anything is possible, anything is not possible as well. We've seen the kind of drama, going on from 2021. It's all just of a sudden happening that AGF then was Malami Abubakar. And AGF, indeed, SAN. His name is among the witnesses. Yes, among the witnesses. Malami was among. Malami should appear in the court to tell the whole world why it is legal for someone to be renditioned from another country without appropriate document. The document that is supposed to have served internationally is extradition pact or agreement between Kenya and Nigeria. But you can see nothing like that has been issued before bundling him into Nigeria contraption. And that is where they have actually contravened international jurisprudence.
Okay, but for the Omotosho, I don't know if they are not happy with the way the case is moving. They said this was someone that was so eager. He said he's ready to head this matter after 10 years, after a decade.
What he said is not what we are saying now. Omotosho is a man we have seen that actually promised us goodies, heaven on earth, about this case that is going to just, bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case to an end, because it has been lingering for over 10 years now. But you can see what Omotosho is doing, chameleon dance, on stable man, flexible man. Madiru Abua, very unstable. Chameleon. Today, tomorrow. Omotocho is an Afonja man, and I'm not distressed about it or surprised. He's an Afonja man. He changed and he has now compromised Afonja. He was saying that he's going to change this case very soon and bring it to an abrupt end. But why is it that he has not ended it? Why has he not ended the case? Omotocho is now playing game. Yes, Omotocho is playing game. Justice Omotocho. But let me tell you, Kurbi comes 27 of this October. Omotocho refused to follow the law the way it should be, and the jail now they can or do something funny. I'm telling you that every indigenous people of Biafra will become terrorists. Do you know why? Suicide one. Gonna become suicide terrorists. We are going to begin to operate like terrorists in Nigeria. That is the issue. Because that is where it's linking to. Everybody said that Igbo man is a terrorist. Yes. The kind of terrorism we are going to perpetrate in the country is we move direct people in the authority. Hold him and bust everybody up. That is the kind of mind the Igbo man gets. You can't arrest Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, arrest Nnamdi Kanu, kill his father, kill his mother. Igbo man is still looking. Could be that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is from Southwest. Can anybody handle his case like that? Nigerians and the members of the world, listen again. This is Raf asking. Could be that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is from Oyo State or Lagos State. Can Tìnubu handle him like this? Could be that Igbo man is Nigerian president, allowing Igbo man and the whole Yoruba man. Can the whole Southwest be looking like this? Listen and listen good. This is the right time that Igbo man become terrorist. And we are going to do it. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case is, played with. I'm telling you, if he actually do something funny, Omotocho will receive it.
Yes, good afternoon, Barrister.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, I want to bring you up to speed with what transpired at the courts some moments ago.
All right, thank you very much. Well, let me start from when we drove into this area of Kuje. There was a barrage of police officers with heavy trucks, with pickups, with hillocks, mounted all over the environment, blockading the courts, the access to the court. And only lawyers were allowed to come in. Then we approached court, and the matter of Sowore and 13 others, including our lawyer Jimako, Okere, Kingdom, and others were called up. We applied, after the FIR was read to them, we applied for their bail. The court was gracious enough to grant them bail on very liberal terms. Now, having granted bail, the correctional officers moved some of the detainees back to Kuje prison, whereas Sowore was allowed to remain behind so as to fulfill his bail condition because his shorty was already on ground. While the shorty was fulfilling the bail condition, a policeman came around claiming that he has a remand order. Sowore was sitting under this mango tree here. Told me he has a remand order to detain Sowore. And Sowore was like, show me the order you have. He brought out a piece of paper, flashed it. Sowore said, wait, let me read it. Let me be sure it relates to me. The policeman squeezed the paper, put it in his pocket, and said Sowore should move. Sowore said he can't go anywhere unless he sees the remand order. While they were still talking, the next thing, all the policemen in the environment, more than 100 of them, came into this court compound, surrounded this mango tree where we're all sitting. And the next thing is, they grabbed Sowore by the neck. Some were holding his shirt, some were holding his leg. They were rough handling him. They pushed him until they crashed into this woman's food shop. I don't know what to call it, where he sells food. This is his table. Okay, let me show you. That's the woman's table. They broke it, fell her way, scattered everything. The woman is there. They destroyed her properties for no just cause. Sowore was not resisting going. He said, show me the order you claim that you have, and I will follow you. But the man did not show the order. He just flashed a piece of paper like this so that you can't read it, and then squeezed it and put it in his pocket, and they all bundled him into their vehicle. One of the lawyers, Tope, was injured. If you check his hand, he's injured. Blood was coming out. His bib, this white thing we wear on our neck, was stained with blood. All of us, we ran away. And then the funny thing is that there was a guy who was a lawyer. He was making a call here. They say he was filming them. They also bundled him into their vehicle and left. And they refused anybody from bringing out their phones. If they saw you with phone, they grab you and throw you into their vehicle. So I want to find out really from Nigeria and from the Inspector General of Police. Did you give your men order to arrest people who video them in when they are arresting people? If you are doing a good work, shouldn't you want to advertise it so that people know, oh, I'm doing a good work? Why are you scared of being videoed? Why are you doing your things in secret? Sowore said that you are a retired police officer. You are not qualified to be Inspector General. Sort it out with him in court. Why send your men to brutalize him whenever he raises that issue outside? Why do you send your men to brutalize? Because that is the essence of that brutality you saw. It was as if there's something personal between the police officers and Sowore. I don't think it was just because there's a remand order. I think there's something deep personal, and they really want to show him that they can deal with him anyhow and anywhere. That's what I saw here. Thank you.
So let's start with your full name. No,
okay, my full name now. Ogugu Eyewitness is my name.
Okay, yes, sir. Can you tell us what transpired?
So I came in here. At that point, Sowore was sitting right there, and with his lawyers and a few people, they were standing right behind. And you know, all of a sudden, some guy shows up with a white kaftan, and he had a white hat on, and another guy had a brown kaftan on, and he just said, "Oh, something like." I guess he had to cut some kind of remand order or something like that. And then they said, show us the order. The man had in his pocket. He said, no. First of all, he came and said, no filming me here. Everybody shut your camera down. As he was talking, his militarized police were all over the place. He said, anybody film here, we'll go arrest him. I think they took somebody in the back. I wasn't privy to that. But, you know, and then they said, show us the court order. He had the thing in his pocket. He's like, see, I'm here. The lawyer said, let us see what do you want to take him to? And all of a sudden, boom, they just bundled him, run him over this woman's table. Just so total toggery, unnecessary. These are police officers. Is that how you run the show? Nah, if that's how you run the show, you're not running a show. Let's be very clear. And, you know, and this country is too big for that. You know what I mean? So they were very, very unruly. And I think there was some personal vendetta. And I noticed something also. The guy in the brown had a little conversation with Sowore, where Sowore said to him, I don't know the guy's name. He said to him, you've been doing this since yesterday. This is personal to you. And the guy was saying, you will see today. So if anything happens to Sowore, I'm going to pinpoint that guy. I'm very concerned about. Yeah.
Because of the kind of chaotic way that the Nigerian police force conducted themselves in these premises today. So this is an abuse of the powers of the police. And then it was not only Mr. Sowore that was affected in this chaos that the police demonstrated here today. Lawyers were affected. Lawyers were injured. Lawyers were arrested. Ordinary Nigerians who wanted to capture the experience of what was happening today were arrested and bundled out of this place simply for videoing the situation with their phone. People who were trading were beaten and their goods were destroyed in these premises today. Lawyers who came to represent a lawyer who came to represent the client here today was arrested because he was calling his client and said, okay, court is now sitting. Where are you now? They bundled him away that nobody should use phone, because the police were in the premises and they were afraid of being videoed or being captured on tape because of the manner they were conducting themselves. So it is the highest level of, there are a lot of issues, but most importantly, the ordinary Nigerians who were affected here today, the journalists who were affected here today must report this to many journalists were affected. I don't know. Let us record this in March. We don't even know the lawyer. We are trying to look for the client who he came to represent, but he has been arrested and bundled out of this place today. So it's a shameful situation. It's unfortunate. It's an abuse of power, and it is not something that we expect that Nigerians should continue to condone, because they brought Mr. Sowore here on the purported allegation that Mr. Sowore has flaunted and violated court order. Meanwhile, they have flaunted and violated the court order granting Mr. Sowore bail here because they did not allow him the opportunity to perfect his bail. If you grant somebody bail and you give the person condition, bring a shorty. It is for me to now call somebody that I know meets the bail condition to come and shorty me. They have not even given him the opportunity to call anybody or to discuss with anybody to come and stand shorty for him. But we are working on all that procedure as it is now.
Your full name?
AK Musa is my name.
Don't worry, anytime we dey able to arrange for them.
Of the 1999 Constitution, which guarantees Nigerians' right to protest. And what does this mean for the fate of protest in Nigeria?
Number one, this question should help you to see the lie that is called Nigeria. Constitution, that is suggestive of something that the people came together to give to themselves. A band of bandits wrote what you are calling the Constitution, and the section you are citing is as useless as the persons who crafted it. And I would explain myself. In a democracy, there should never be a need for a police permit before you may have a protest. That the police was informed was so that they will provide security. That a court would presume to curtail the right of citizens to protest peacefully in a democracy is even suggestive of the fact that you are not in a democracy, you are only mimicking and pretending to be in a democracy. It is actually completely unheard of that in a democracy, citizens are required to obtain the permit of their paid employees before they may congregate peacefully. So when you talk about the police and the order it was waving around, I'm sorry. Obasanjo was the president of this country, so was Jonathan. And you don't have to listen to Dele Farotimi, you can listen to the professor of law, Oshibadu. Our judiciary is unfit for purpose. It does exactly as it is told by the executive, and it does not serve the cause of justice. So that they are brandishing something and waving it around, you cannot restrict. A order is only as useful as its lawfulness. You can say you can arrest those who are violent in protesting, you can arrest those who break the law, but there should never be a situation where you are saying citizens cannot protest. So that the Nigerian police was busy waving an order around. I have been the victim of a court that tried me and that remanded me in prison custody on a non-existent law. So what kind of law court order is going to stop citizens who are not out for violence from peacefully showing their displeasure with the government? Why I don't join protests is because I know that they are merely protesting to the deaf. How do you tell the deaf you don't like what is being done to you? A person who is intent on not hearing you, why are you wasting your time shouting at him? It's a waste of time. The Nigerian state is deaf. It does not listen. So those who protest to the Nigerian state, when you talk about protest, it's suggestive of the person saying, no, I'm not happy with what you are doing. And he kept saying, I'm not happy with this, I'm not happy with this. The expectation is that the person to whom you are protesting have the capacity to hear you, and having heard you, he will recalibrate and do the right thing. It has never happened that the Nigerian state recalibrated and did the right thing. NSAS, they changed the name to SWAT. Today is RRS. It is the character and nature that has not